Alright, welcome back everyone. 欢迎大家回来。今天是第448天 is a 448. We're still running behind at the moment. It's 5 minutes till 4. I understand this lesson. We're not going to do lessons today, largely because yesterday I did lessons. It's to liberate time for today. If we do lessons today, then we won't have lessons tomorrow. The reset time's at 4. We're going to try to crack into at least all of the character reviews. We're a set of characters behind, so let's go into it right now. Right meow. Hopefully 2 hours. Get some quality time. It's got 2 extra days to try to catch up a bit here. Very self-indulgent lately. What is this supposed to be? All I got is attach, but we don't use attach. Or do we? No. I genuinely have no idea what that is. Huh. Pretty sure this is battle act. Right? Okay. What is that? You measure? Leader measure? I mean, the meaning that we have now is attach. But what was it before the days of attach? We have like a caliper and a slender man. I have no idea. A payment? Oh, that's interesting. Oh no, wait. Oh no, it is payment. Oh no, I'm thinking of... Oh, okay. That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Yo, what? Wait, what? What's another combination of canopy, shack? Shack is not cliff. Oh wait, did I type shake? I probably typed shake instead of shack. My English is non-existent. Yeah. Okay. That's slowly fading.
华
Dang.
州
I can't spell porridge. Did I just type podridge?
L
Oh, I just partridged. Oh. Okay. That's a little suspicious.
Y'all
Something about a chute going down. That's kind of tough.
me
So I thought the fire thing, right, with the doggo. Definitely okay. Yeah. I still don't know how we're gonna cover proper nouns. Doggo. Okay. Doggo.
名任行竭力
，Did I not use benefit for this? Ever? I did, right? Oh, profit. Right.
八摇抗
Turntable. Hmm. Is this high? Dang. High is bad. High spirits. Is that what we were going for? Putting high volume.
精
It's not twin. It's like cautious. Yeah. These are the mnemonic deals with the twin or two older brothers. Okay.
底
50. Yeah, because and then coming at you across. Could link that up with something else. Boost. Okay. All right. I don't know. Podium. And skill. I'm not too convinced I'm gonna another day, a week or two. back to it. It's probably wait till I don't think this is good enough either. That's quite a lot of them already. There's a whole string of randoms that aren't tied to their whole string of randoms that aren't tied to their sounds.
N 容
Heck? Yeah, the downy thing doesn't work either. Because of the ear. Right. Hmm.
就
Okay. Hmm. Whoops. That's so
早
those like radicals are not great for this. I'm like going over the radicals in my head. I can't think of an alternative or like a very reasonable alternative using like drops and a stool to get flea.
Hung
That's a bit of a problem.
浊
Oh yeah, this is a problem too. Like hog tie. Well, peck is. Oh, you know what's? Oh, you know. Let's link this up with beak. Beak is rough too. Hui is pretty bad. Both of these have the same problem, where it's like just a random pig. Like Hui deals with pig too. Random pig, but it deals with the bird motif. Hmm. That's a lot. But I have no idea what's happening. Everything is just gone by the wayside. What in the world with a tiger and cactus? Oh. She for void or runes? Or not void, but it's related to void. Don't know what to do with that.
虚
Not good.
是 台
Really? Oh, it's not what I think it is. Okay.
停 他 呀 韩
Oh, what is the thing called? Oh no, I don't know what the thing is called. Like a covent? Oh, covert. Covert. Alright, that's an English problem. It's not even an imagery problem. Wait. The same as... don't know yet.
宗
Man. Ear, car. Probably heard. Ow. It's like the perfect storm of all the characters that are pretty. They have none of these have vocabulary words. That's what makes them so weak. I have no idea how I'm gonna get always from this. What I wrote was really improvised.
Zhe,
Oh, that's fan.
Ying,
What is Ying? Is this better? Ying is bad too. Shouldn't. Something makes me want to type this. Dang it. Why do you look so weird? Oh, is that supposed to be a dagger? Is it? I think it's supposed to. Oh, okay, it's a missile. It just isn't a missile. I just realized how much this isn't a missile. This is May, right? Yeah, May. Not have. I just realized this character is not the right one. Huh. Oh, oops. Wrong time.
Vei, 风， 框， 深，
Not that, right? Dang.
美，
I remember we grouped it up with Jie. Oh. is it though?
谢 故
Sure, this is scolding. And I linked it up with sincere. I don't know what sincere looks like anymore.
举
Yeah, it preserves soil, not. Okay, it is about fortress or fort. I didn't use preserve. I used it.
兴 慢
What? Uh-oh.
Ma 炸
That's a bit of a cool. uh
铝
oh no, that's 吃. Oh goodness gracious. I have no idea what that is. That's not that. Uh, then infirmary. Okay. Well, that sucks.
La
Okay.
宝
Why do I want to type heal? That doesn't. No. Hmm.
z
Hmm. I don't think Mai is going to. So Mai is definitely headed there. There's nothing there. Absolutely nothing. I'm telling you, the pig and the the buckle and the pig just doesn't work together. um, there's another one or two of these. Let's see. I don't know if I combined them or not. We'll see if it comes back around if I combine them.
猛 转
Oh, I think that's full.
燕
Not quite clever. Erudite, yeah. I don't even
Mai.
know how that leads to my there's just nothing there for my
Rui 羊
Pretty sure this is supposed to be fragrant.
星 寻
That's gonna need work. No dice. Hung has been a weak one for some time. No dice on that. Oh no, wait, that's Chiang.
横雀恶
What?
推
Oops.
见义辅
Like comfort? Oh goodness. That was from yesterday. This is from thought. What have I learned so far? Zelda is terrifying. Pretty much all the Zelda ones. Alright, and I keep thinking it's thought and not consider.
Go
This one's disappointing. Pretty disappointing. Like to express by and then it's word of mouth. Oh no wait, did I actually write express? No, I didn't. Okay. We'll see. Oh, that's way.
踏
Oh, this is the other one. So wait, so this is connected to one.
会
And then I can make this connected to all. Okay.
为和
That's two. Wait. Yeah, that's two. What? Is that not fan? Oh no, it's not. That's pian. Whoops.
微
We. So we.
在
I'm not.
太
That's tricky one.
与平嘴 时
Hold is still fine. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Actually, fine.
Tao. 定 捏
Holy, I wasn't sure about that one.
偏
What? Oh. Uh. F.
Duo.
Oops. Cool.
引
Turn you and your rake. Hmm. C is a tough one. Let's see if we can link it with drawn out.
Ling.
Okay.
Si.
Yeah, that's questionable.
关 顾
What? Okay, that's definitely like gallbladder, right? Okay.
胆 年 冠
Yo, what?
和
Oh no. Oh, young.
逮 糖
Oh no.
包
Oh, wait, placenta.
酱
Uh, This is probably dung. Okay, so how do I combine? Oh, I'm pretty sure I combine. Where was Shuai at? Oh, it's probably because it's a combination of those two. No, it's not. I couldn't determine whether it's Shuai or Dong right away. It's to fall or tumble. What I'm thinking of, tumble. Tumble. Oh. Okay, they're not even close. That's fine. And then this should be block or dodge.
Wu. Dang.
I think block is better.
Wei.
Yo, what?
Die.
Oh no, that's tumble too. Dang, that's another tumble.
下.
Heck? Oh no. Not right. In what name is that? How in the world do you get a bow and a caterpillar in the same thing? Hmm. What is that? Tian? I can definitely pivot to mysterious. What of that? I don't think those are most concerning. Oh, that's not fur. Dang it. That's something else. The heck is that?
桶.
I guess they don't take a pipe. Maybe a tube. They might take a tube. I mean, it could be. That's tree, so that's not that. What is going on? Oh, I don't know how do you. No idea what's going on anymore. Ah.
Pan.坡.
I have no idea what that. Okay, that's not what it is. Fair enough.
超. 我.
No. Oh. Okay, I really went for that one.
咸. 嚷.
Was that supposed to be turkey? Yeah, it's supposed to be. What's this one then? I think it's young. Yeah. Oh, the shop. Okay.
棒.
Then
翘.
I That's not it. Well, okay. So how does this differ from Jung? Jung. That checks out. Shellfish.
0.
Ah, I missed the G. Okay.
咸. 公.
Yo, what? Ain't no peppers. Like, die. It's another die. Dude. Holy. Oh, you know what? I can connect this die to the other die. As I legitimately have the mnemonic legitimately has nothing to do with the slaughterhouse. Oh man.
盼
That's oh no, wait.
除
What happened here again? Oh.
养
Young. Young. So what did I type? I typed John. I think we can use hang on. Pretty sure we can use chapter. Yep. Okay. So I want to quickly.
在
What? A slaughter, but there is a slaughterhouse involved in that.
张 灼
The shellfish that is done. I am not sure.
焦 黑 可 至 谈
Oh no.
歌
Oops. Hmm.
煎 煎
Or I guess saute. Stir fry. What happened here?
跨
Goodness gracious. Hmm. Oh. It's the. What? I don't even know what that bottom is looking at. Alright, well, I have no idea. Alright, that is a complete blank. Okay, it's a spring. Spring. Kind of reminds me of creek. Well, creek, same problem. Oops, I added a G. I have no idea why I did that. Alright.
景影尬
Oops. 3. Man, I really thought...
舔细
What is all of that? Nope. No dice. I don't have to rewrite Lee. Has to pick someone. So, sure. I don't know why sure though. Okay. Alright. Sure. That is a list. Okay. It's fine.
奢
Oh, okay. Hmm. Uh I had it and now it's gone. No idea. Know what that is.
蝉
Those suits? Freaking meditation. Like, dude. Five. I feel like I linked this up with
序
Chi, right? Yeah, okay.
力 炸
That's so rough. What in the world? Oh, no, meow. I missed the eye. Got the floaty.
书
It is sure. Dang it. Okay. Fine.
脚
Twist. I had something on this that I could have. Oh.
秒
It's probably okay. And why do I think it's that? It's because he's helping. Yeah, yeah. It was either Kun or me. I can't seem to get it straight between Kun and me. This okay. I'm not entirely sure how this works out either. Okay. What? Heck. Piglet. Okay. When? Hopeful. Pass.
龙己敏听
嗯。啊。Oh, goodness. No way. Yeah, no, that's not working. Not even close. No dice.
养地
Definitely not that. Okay, so that's over. It's not that.
善西
Oh, goodness. I forgot.
卷
Mm. I don't think it's okay. No. Hmm.
飞 晚 饿
Oh no. The heck? Is this? Oh, okay. Or thumb?
线 臀 会
It is comet. Comet is. Nope. Mm.
托
The heck? The body part. Okay. It's not Chun. That's the problem. Inch. Okay. Not the cowboy thing. That would have been the chestnut. And oh, the NG. Fine.
冰
The other one. Okay. And the dress for... I'm pretty sure I typed wrong. Oh, I typed wrong. Not wrong. Dang it.
姓母 匪
Really it is with the giant. A... A also... No. English.
壤 鱼 肘
Right, the trophy cup.
V
Oh, I'm getting out of here. Okay. I guess I left something. Or did I leave with a double enter? Grab this. Okay. Not good. We're back up to the characters though. This complete lack of vocabulary is not the greatest. Right. All right. Got a lot to review today. Somehow I think it's Ju, but I don't know why. Oh, that's right, because I don't have this. All right. Sure. Oh my goodness. Freak? Oh, dude. That's gonna be so... Ah, it's gonna be terrible. 知 for creek is terrible. G, open. This one's one of the worst from yesterday. Hmm. The stroke. That's bad. Lie. Hibiscus. Home. Wash away. Gun. Occupy. Seemingly. D. Prostitute. No. Bad. Uh. Jing. Utmost. Way. Only. So what is this? What is this one? That more. More. Is it more? Doesn't really seem like it should be. Oh, this is hibiscus. So what is this one? What is lie? Before. What type of heckin' plant this is? Oh, it's heckin' weed. Okay. Have like a dagger. Stop. Did each instead. Right. Whoa. Trying to keep it low profile. LA. Come on. Something about like, oh, so long. That's rough. Okay. On aboard the struggle bus. Shove. King. Sunlight. Thump. Alright, let's go over like the 8 billion. It's like, what are we looking at? We're like looking at today was like 86%-ish. It kind of felt like an 80%. So my is looking horrendous. I don't even know what the top of my is. I know there's like, the bottom has at least, and I know that there's people up here. It's probably across, something like that. Rewrite it. Mine is probably cross, people, umbrella, and a different, yeah. For wheat, literally the only use for it. And barley. Hung? Hung is a bit disappointing. What's underneath? Something's underneath. I'm gonna say a burner is underneath. No, that would make it fish. Art? Caliper? Hungin really. It's big. That's gonna be a rewrite for sure. I'll write these, just the characters. T. I've got what's on the left. I know it, on the right is like white. Oh, wait. I know what it is. I think it's something like this. Oh no, it's hill, not... Yeah. Something like this. Lee is even worse. I'm gonna guess it's something like this. It has a snowflake. Oh no, wait. Lee is... That's an altar. What's at the top? Is it a mountain? I don't think it's mountain. I know there's an altar down here. Be a brush. Like this. There's something on the top left, so I don't... It's a tree. Okay. Probably not gonna ever use that character because he deals with slave. Okay. Chang. This one really sucks. All of these are supposed to suck because they're the worst of the worst. Yep. All right. Let's list some more ones. Jai, double Jai. One Jai is... And then the other Jai is... Right? Yeah. There was also Juan. Which is linked with... Oh, this one was pretty bad too. Yeah. Drawn, there's another one too. Hui. Oh no, Hui was fine because Drawn exists. These guys are tied together. Let's play. Is linked up with fist clenching thing, Ja. So something like clench. It's at the top. Top is the difficult part. Or not? What is it? What am I looking for? Oh, it's true. Lines up with true. Yeah, we'll continue. Oh, Scald. So what did I line up with? Oh, it doesn't work that well. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna really rewrite some of these. The left 6 we're gonna rewrite. These ones maybe not so much. Still having problems with seeing, because I usually think of how does that even work? That how that works? Yes. Wait. Right? Yes. She was a bit lost too. Then as well, there's also a mix-up between Duo and Jun. Zhang was disappointing. It's at the top. Knows this, then this. Yeah, I'm missing something at the top. On all of these. Oh, right, the part of the dress. Got stuck again. Wait, that's fine. Yeah. Also, yeah. Yeah, it's oh no, Dong is wrong Dong. There. Another day, another dollar, indeed. Surprisingly, Ming is a little weird. So, Ming. Alright, so let's figure out the six terabits. So what am I gonna do with you, It's the only one, at least I think, that actually has this use. I can't find it, so we're just gonna... what did I ended up seeing? Across people. Oh, I saw a cross, not a tree. Okay. That's interesting. Nah, we're not using tree. Or are we? Oh, I remember what it is now. No, that's fine. Let's use not a tree. It's not a tree. Okay, let's see. Mario, bathroom. Running. Good. Form. High school foreman. Oh, wheat? Trying to do... We have... What was that? Umbrella? Hat. We're gonna go with hat. Yeah, wheat is not great here. Covered that a bunch of people are school students. Plumbing, backup, dumping wheat to the toilet. Foreman, no. Hard hats, hard hats. Trying to identify where the pipe crosses. Excess wheat. Wow. Wait. Bathroom. Hung. I think Hung will. Oops. Hung. And be lined up. No, it can't be. Doesn't line up properly. I don't see how those two things like it. Just gotta do a better job. Harry Potter is in the English manner where he is with rich on wing. Rice fields. Some sandal. Super. Great. Big field. The big harvest. Collected. The dagger. Some sandals. This map. Okay, so no rescue for that one either. I don't know about C. I think C is lost cause as well. Nope. Night tide? Nope. I needed to see the spring of this. That's just pass. What about Lee? Lee is not useful. Ooh, I forgot. Clever is actually. Is that obsidian? What do you mean by is that obsidian? Ah, there was an obsidian. I didn't see an obsidian. What is this app? This app is HanziHero. Do we have that for English? What do you mean by to learn English? Or no, this is HanziHero. Alright. Slave. For learning English? I imagine there's quite a lot of English apps out there. What is this? The why? What do we have for paint, pen, and snowflake? Man, that's rough. Starting to get our best hits. Okay, bound to an altar, right? Find a special wooden pen. Nope. I'm just gonna go with it. I can't be bothered. There's also meditate. And most of these have no options at the moment. Yeah, this one's easily has. Lead unreasonable. What choices do we have? To wind around, that's not great. Gluttonous. Oh, cicada is coming up, I suppose. Oh, the Chan is coming. Chan is coming from the right. The list. What Buchidao? Let's see. The silk towel. Oh, we can just throw in Supreme Leader, so. Promptly, then put guard promptly. That's crown. Well, I think we're gonna end up having to do some rote learning from now on until we reach a time. So we reach May. Start looking for some vocabulary words. Other characters. Might as well try to pick up some more characters. Okay, what else did I... What other sticking points were there? There's Joel. Joel. How many hours do I sleep? Not very. Well, I still sleep 8 hours. It's non-negotiable. I always sleep 8 hours. But I'm running out of time. So, like, I don't have time in the evening nor in the morning. Something came up multiple times this week. Like today, I had unexpected thing I had to discuss with explain to my father for like 3 hours, and then had a conversation before, so I was already 5 hours out of the day. Yesterday, you know, that was already self-explanatory. Yesterday we met a new person yesterday. I'm just gonna refer to the person as Guy. Explain the relationship between Boom Pro and Wanikani, and this person like started a Japanese course as well. It'll be interesting to hear from them maybe from a month from now. So that took up 5 hours, and then 2 days ago we had the conversation, and then 3 days ago we had a different conversation. So we've been out 5 hours back to back to back to back. Got 2 more days, got 2 days to catch up, provided I get up and I don't get up to spending 3 or 4 hours troubleshooting something. These things happen. Also, this is not out of the ordinary. I already anticipated that I'm going to be dropping like 15% of the characters, because we only do character study now in HanziHero. It's quite literally 18 to 20 characters a day until like mid-May. Then we're going to retroactively go backwards and then add vocabulary words when everything stabilizes, because we are no longer having more characters after this. Legitimately will cross the 3,869 characters. Yeah. And then we get to have some fun and farm some characters, write some sentences into all this stuff. It's pretty crazy that the length of time this is set to for the SRS, like none of it continues until the end. Like none of the characters are mastered or anything. They weren't ever out of the cycle. And then at some point we can double back and learn, like, go over the simplified characters. There's always a chance to go over the simplified characters, because we only did the traditional Chinese. But we'll be probably writing sentences from now on. Like, all of these radicals, I have enough depth to replace all the radicals in Chinese. I don't even need to. Yeah, so we are a month less, a little over a month. Yeah, a little over a month covering 3,869 traditional characters. So, and then what's going to happen is we're gonna write everything. We're gonna go over all the stuff for fun, like look at vocabulary words and attach vocabulary words to some of the characters. At least 1,000 of the characters do not have any vocabulary words. While we're doing that, I'm basically already comfortable enough to replace nearly all the radicals in the mnemonics shorthanded in Chinese. So we're just gonna go and do that. Like, instead of saying something like a hat, right? Mao is good enough for hats. Things like that. We'll just kind of line it up. And then when we go over simplified Chinese, then it's a natural review outside of figuring out all the ones that changed. That'll be interesting. And then we're done with our character studies. We're not gonna... This is gonna go into the background, and I will do it on my own free time. And it's already assumed that you make the assumption every once in a while I'll catch up. If there's an update for HanziHero, I'll cover the update for HanziHero. which can still happen. Otherwise, this will go into the background and it's automatically assumed that I'll do reviews for time being. So I'll take a break a little bit, like a break from lessons. And then we can really focus on getting Boom Pro and stuff up to speed. So that's going to be great. It's going to be a lift. No matter how big this review queue stack goes, this is like one evening's worth of things. Like, if I'm not streaming and not doing anything, I simply log in and I can probably do this stack in 30 minutes or so without like having to vocalize and speak something. So right now, lessons are the priority. And we're favoring characters now. So all this stack, the 612 stack, that's vocabulary. Not for the newest characters. All the newest characters have no vocabulary words attached to them. It's really weird. Like, for example, here's a fun little character in the non-HSK one. So we've covered all the HSK characters. Here's a really fun character. Oops, that's really sloppily written. So this is Nao, right? But if you take the characters and write it this way, oh how. This means bad or not good. This means bad or not good. This one is a non-HSK character. Like, this happens the whole time. And this is an HSK character. It's an HSK1, I think. Buhao just, like, not good, right? Not good. Like, Heta. Like, what is going on? What happened? And it happens all the time. Like, it's really... So you're about a month from finishing... Yeah. So, like, all of this stuff is what's making this part hard. This group, like, it does... I kind of understand why these characters are outside of the HSK characters, because most of them like suspiciously overlap with existing characters, and so it almost feels like these could be like stylistic or literary characters, basically like saying Nao, despite it's not Buhao. There was other ones where the parts are written differently. Hold up. I think a good one would be... It's so fascinating. What is it? I think it's gonna be... No. It'll have to come up because it's new, so I'm still stuck on recognition. But we gotten to the point where, like, you have ideas like here's one, here's one, here's one, here's one, here's one, here's one, and here's one. Do I know how many ones are... I actually don't. The number that people throw around, is like less than 20%. Oh no, 2020. But that's out of how many are they considered? I don't know what the pool is. That seems kind of small out of like 10,000 plus characters. One 350 characters. That's pretty on the low side. There are major differences that include 350 characters. I was told that the average person, yeah, I was told that the person, if you learned simplified, like if you learned simplified and you're pretty reasonable with your character thing, it takes about 2 weeks, like roughly 2 weeks to figure out all the differences and like to expose yourself to the differences, and then vice versa. If you have traditional Chinese, it takes about 2 weeks. So I'm excited about that. Now, the next time I go back around, I'm probably gonna tie them up with Japanese as well, because some of these are wild. When it comes to Japanese has there are combinations that are interesting in Japanese. Now, like those radicals exist in Chinese, but they chose to swap it up a little bit, and yet if you put the radicals together, it seems similar. So there are a couple of them. I want to like do some fun little character studies, but this is really fun. I don't know how far you took your character studies. Seeing the differences in Hanzi versus Kanji is interesting too. You'll often notice the subtle, files will use. Yes, files will use the Hanzi version. Yes. Some of the like, there's typographical things like my one. Oh yes, yeah. Yep. Bone. Ooh, that is one sloppy way of writing it, but yeah, for bone. And there's like so here's one that is really nitpicky. Doing this for ear, like this overhang, it's a hit or miss depending on what type of font and what the styling, and it's like different between Japanese and Chinese which one has the overhang. Like you could fit something underneath here, maybe like this. This character is interesting. That's something new that came out of all the later characters. The moon with the down and up is something that I've inherited as well. There's so much to talk about. I don't even know how I'm gonna wrap this up. So in May is when this is gonna the character study portion is gonna end, and then for the rest of the year, so this HanziHero is not like completely feature rich, but it does have a dictionary. So the idea for the last haul is a dictionary. So well, you can go into the HanziHero, enroll in a dictionary, and you can add any vocabulary that is registered to this dictionary database, and you can roll it into your lessons, and then it'll rotate as needed. So during that period, I'm going to then start writing, like you have to write your own example sentences, because you're extracting the dictionary and put it in the I don't know the synthesizer that they have, the generator that they have will generate the things, but it's not really required. I can audibly do it myself. So that's kind of what we're going to do. We're gonna do like play a game, or I'm gonna read something in the evening or whatnot, and then we're gonna add it if there's any particular words or whatnot, we're gonna look literally at the dictionary. But, you know, click on this character. I'm like, hey, let's go look at a list of words. What kind of words would I want with this character? Because 1,000 of the roughly 1,000 of the 3,896 do not have vocabulary words attached to them. That's what's making it very difficult right now. So what I'm doing is I'm attaching characters to other characters. So I'm embedding characters right now. And then I will be able to write sentences for them because I have to. I will be writing Chinese sentences or example sentences for them. That's kind of the exercise we're going to do. And that will alleviate because it'll be, now we'll just be doing reviews. No, the characters will be fully exposed. Then Wanikani will come to a conclusion. Level 60 is approaching on July. And then Boom Pro is the front. I haven't really planned on anything after yet because that will take us to the end of 2026. Boom Pro will take us past 2026 actually. It will take us into half 2027. We'll probably do some JLPT stuff. It's kind of weird planning something after so long. Like, it's been a year plus on this. And then we'll go back and look at what happened to Duolingo, right? Because actually the Japanese course and the Chinese course got updated several times. And the way I'm going to do the simplified Chinese is I'm simply just going to go back to the Chinese course in Duolingo. Chinese course in Duolingo was in simplified Chinese. So I actually started HanziHero after knowing about 1,000 Chinese using simplified Chinese. With HanziHero and Wanikani, eventually everything will be mastered, right? I mean, we just use it until it does. HanziHero's mastering takes 2 years. Like, that's the SRS distance. So if you like don't ever get reset, it's 2 years. Wanikani is not. Wanikani is 6 months. Yeah, it's 6 months. The longest distance is like 1.5 years, or like maybe like 9 months, and that's after a month and 3, like that's after 9 months up to that. So like I haven't mastered any entry at all yet because it's 2 years. It's 2 years time. But it'll happen eventually. Wanikani is 6 months. Wanikani is 6 months. It's either 6 or 7 months or 8. It's around that. So Wanikani will probably mature on his own, but Boom Pro is then going to take its place. So we'll use them in the background. But I do, so the reason why I stopped using Duolingo, not necessarily because I'm like I grew out of it or anything like that. It took a year, and then I tried to start it up again, and then we reached the end of the Duolingo Chinese course. It was actually really abbreviated. It went up to like HSK 3. So it covered Duolingo Chinese, obviously, since there's no kana and stuff, there's no issue of people complaining about, oh yeah, you can't, it doesn't lean you into characters because you have to learn the characters. So in the Chinese course, it was about 1,000 plus characters by the time it ends after like 300 or so days. It was a little bit shy of a year. But since then, since my year of HanziHero and Wanikani, it's double the length. So I can just simply go back, compare and contrast with simplified Chinese, because Duolingo is in simplified Chinese. And that would be like a fun activity. So see, because I don't expect to have too much. It would be more of a fun little activity to talk about and rant about the Chinese. It's fairly low effort, right? And low effort, but also transformative. We have to go back and see what it's like. The Japanese course is like in the middle. How I know that I'm fairly comfortable around N4 plus is because you had to learn all the vocabulary, I mean the grammar and stuff on your own. So we enriched it, and then we were halfway, maybe a little under halfway through the Duolingo Japanese course to see what it has. And the one thing that the Duolingo does is Duolingo does pattern associations. And I'm kind of curious how well my pattern associations are. So we're not talking about like sentences or building paragraphs and whatnot, simply looking at pattern associations. Like, hey, this character reminds me of this character. This type of thing is what is interesting. So we'll see. I do want to like complete or like look at all the things. Then I can make comments about it. You know, when someone says, oh yeah, I got excited, I tried Duolingo for a month, and now I want to go into something else. Well, doing the Duolingo stuff will give me an opportunity to ask them questions like, okay, what is it that you're looking for? What ties with this? So it gives me a basis to start. And it will take a fraction of the time. When I was using Duolingo for the first year, I actually created mind webs at the beginning and end of the beginning of every session. I mind webbed everything like manually on screen. So at the end of nearly every session, I did a flow chart of how all the characters are connected manually myself. And then in the beginning of every session, I write back that. So the vast majority of my penmanship and writing came from Duolingo, and not necessarily Duolingo did like have those exercises where you like basically mindlessly repeat the strokes and whatnot, and off of that I took the advantage of mind webbing all the vocabulary or the characters. So most of my penmanship actually came from doing a routine with Duolingo. And then half my routines associating characters, like pairing them up, like what I'm doing right now in order to compensate. Like, how do I know Joel is not Jun? Is how I manage to use Duolingo to my advantage, basically. Because Duolingo is specifically talking about, they don't learn by looking at the characters. You don't learn, like, they're not using you to scrutinize the characters. They're pairing you up with the characters. So they're paired up by meaning, and they're paired up by sound, and paired up by vision. So if you ever wanted a reason to know how to use Duolingo, it's this. This is what Duolingo uses, where they rely on, when they introduce a character, they're going to try to find another character that either sound the same pronunciation, or they're visually similar, or if I can click on an example that, and then similar meaning like this. So Duolingo's primary function is that when a character is introduced, they do three things. And that's how, in my opinion, when someone needs to learn something, this is the only component that this is the main component that they will notice if they are paying attention. Otherwise, you're basically providing the right answer. The idea is there are three properties that Duolingo arranges. The first one is meaning. So if the unit is about food, then all of the characters have something to do with food. 2, then the characters are either paired up by their meaning, by their relationships. So their relationship is, do they mean, like, what is their relationship? Are they opposites? Are they the same? Are they similar? And then the third one is, do they look similar? So regardless of what you learn, when you have a character, it's probably going to introduce another character that looks similar over time. And then the last one is, do they sound the same? So most of the time, these are the 4 properties. And when you're using Wanikani and HanziHero, I use these properties. So outside of creating your mnemonics, one of the biggest routines, as I was using Wanikani and HanziHero last year, is automatically doing meaning, opposite, similar, mind webbing. Look for similarity in its visuals. So I often look immediately on spotting the difference between these. And then if they sound the same. If they sound the same, then it's useful to me. So things that are homonyms worked to my advantage in Chinese. Like, which Li am I talking about? It's easy to identify if they look similar, but with one difference. They look similar with one difference. So that's what Duolingo bootstrapped. If you're not paying attention, then you simply need to click on the right answer, right? Yes, if you repeat exercise 1, like for example, if you do exercise 1 and you know the right answer, this is the problem. When you know the right answer, then you simply need to click mechanically on the right answer. That's not what I ended up doing. Every time the question comes up, I go over 1, 2, 3, 4. So whenever you saw me, like whenever I do a lesson in Boom Pro, or when I ever have that long lesson day in Wanikani, I do this when I read. So when I read a Wanikani entry, I would first say, okay, so this meaning reminds me of this character. Alright, well this is opposite of this character, which is similar to this character in meaning. And this kind of reminds me of this sound, or in this word, and that's kind of the typical routine. So I did that for a year, and that's creating association. So that's the association part. And then now moving forward into Boom Pro, right? When we're doing Boom Pro, we're testing Wanikani's mnemonics against the Duolingo like routine. So all of the routines are embedded in each other. Now, you don't really have to do any of this, right? It's not a really important thing. The idea is I want to create at one time, I want to embed all of these and come up with a master list of my routines. And the idea is the master list of routines will offer me many, like a list of many things that if someone asks me, oh, do you have any suggestions? Right? Not recommendations, not hacks. I can go through this list with someone very quickly. I'm like, oh, okay, so you have something on this, you have something on this, you have something on this, you have something on this. So that's what I did yesterday with our friend Guy. And they asked me, all right, so do you think Wanikani complements Boom Pro? And I can immediately tell the person what is complementary, what is supplementary about the process between the two of them, whether it's going forward or backwards as quickly as possible. So that's kind of the goal. And then whenever if someone's like, oh yeah, I'm level 60 in Wanikani, it's like, interesting. Can you tell me what kind of things you discovered about yourself, like your process in as you got to level 60? And if there's always any a chance to like compare and contrast, that's how I remember most of these things. So in the future, we're going to be doing other things. Boom Pro has introduced to me how I'm going to design sentences. So the way Boom Pro is creating example sentences, I'm harvesting right now how Boom Pro creates sentences and how I would modify those sentences. And then in the second half of 2026, the vocabulary that I'm going to add using HanziHero, I'm going to write sentences using how I'm using Boom Pro sentences to help me learn. I'm going to write and execute on that process by creating example sentences for HanziHero in my like addition of the vocabulary. So then it comes full circle. The thing that I have to do for myself is you can use a tool, use it long enough to understand its process. Then it adds to my wealth, right? Like I've been in education for over 30 years, so I've stacked a bunch of methods. So the idea is you use the tool for a significant amount of time, and it's a drop in the bucket. So what you do is you extract the information and you add all your own experience onto it. Then to execute on the principle, you need a proof of concept. So immediately after, once you acquire refining a process and you completed it, you lift your process and then you apply it to a different tool. So to have it as a proof of concept. So then you no longer need the tool, you just simply take the tool's process. So in my opinion, that's kind of how I have often imagined, at least in my opinion, how coders work. Like when people want to make apps or they want to create books and write textbooks and write instructional material. This is how I organize my experiments. You start with the introduction. You familiarize yourself with all the existing literature. And then you contextualize all the existing literature and research to your existing body of knowledge. Then you understand all of their methodology and you execute on their methodology. With the understanding of their methodology, then you can improve and iterate on their methodology in order to present your own novel findings. And then you need a question to tackle with all of it. And then that's the building of a thesis, right? So all the process deals with, all of this deals with the natural order of how to develop a concept, a proof of concept, and then you have to test it then. So my goal hopefully is that one day I can be of helpful service to someone. Obviously my goal is to publish something and have it freely accessible at some point, or I want to get, eventually I'll run out of fundamentals, and simply I can then pick up a review something with a little bit more reliable ability to like breeze through it. So whenever someone asks me in the future, hey, like, what do you think of this book? It's like, oh, hey, give me a month and, give me a couple weeks. I will go look through it. I have enough experience now and I have a proof of concept. I've done this enough to provide maybe some cursory starting points. And that's kind of what makes it possible for me to feel confident about what I'm doing. So nowadays, it's great, like James, if you ever talk about how, like, what you're doing, what you're discovering, and then when you move to, when you go to Japan, that other person that I met yesterday, they're going to Japan in October to study. I believe they're 29, and they might be like in a professional career already. So then I can like, it's great that I'm running into people like you, James, and Drama. Drama is also going to Japan soon, and Drama works professionally as well. So I mean, I don't even know if you two are gonna cross paths all of a sudden and you wouldn't even notice it, right? So right now, there's at least 3 or 4 people that I know, including yourself, that are going to Japan professionally, and all 3 of you or 4 of you are in different positions of your studying curriculum. But what I don't have access to is someone who I know have gone through the process and is professionally working in Japan. So this will be really interesting to collaborate and like think about how all of this works. I think the only reason it's not necessarily for completion's sake that I am interested in learning language. I'm interested in the process of learning language, not necessarily how much I learn. It's kind of humorous because in a blink of an eye, I'm already like between Japanese and Chinese when it comes to reading. We're already looking at like 4,000 to 5,000 characters, and it's pretty wild. Like it seemed like it was just yesterday that I'm still investigating how I would approach gamifying something. I have a couple written proof of concepts that I would pitch if I ever come across, someone who shares my inclination to create educational software or textbook stuff. I actually think one of the concepts of a tabletop game or a asynchronous application that deals with language exchange by developing a create your own story thing is a great idea. Like you take people's ingenuity to create sentences and then you string them together to make them a story together. Like some time ago, create your own story things, like AI, generative AI stuff, create your own story. People like that quite a lot, where you have a generative AI create the story and watch the streamer interact and stuff. But let's take that a step further. Let's remove the generative AI part and make it into an asynchronous game. Because on the forums, when you think about Wanikani, Boompro, Anki stuff, there are various patterns of behavior that language learners interact with each other indirectly. As in, they don't have to engage in their social anxieties and whatnot, but it can be a bridge to socializing. So I thought about it would be a fantastic way to create a platform in which the purpose of the platform is to create asynchronous creative sentence composition that deals with exchanging and composing and contributing to a story, an ongoing story. And the milestones and the celebrations are to take a record of those stories generated. Now, it is a combination of many concepts, like the draw together concept that is very popular in the art area, and word with friends for the whole asynchronous thing about Scrabble. So you take this concept, right? And then you combine it with creating something, because creating something together is one of the most powerful motivators. Not a streak system, not a something that genuinely can be published. So if you can form a platform that allows people to create something that is publishable, then that itself can fuel curiosity for others to join. So I've been thinking, man, in maybe like 2 or 3 years of time, I could probably conceptually flesh out a way to create like a free, like somehow a self-sustaining platform in which the creators, the people who play the asynchronous platform in like, so I write a sentence, right? um Something like, the boy walked into the bar, at any level, whatever your JLPT level is, you have a particular daily requirement, which is, have you wrote your sentence yet? But the sentence is shared asynchronously with anyone who wants. You can filter based on, hey, I want someone in the same JLPT level that I am, right? So you have a simplified matchmaking system. And what happens is you asynchronously go back and forth contributing to a short story. And you can develop a system to create and suggest, like, oh, if you're having problems coming with the sentence of the next one, how about writing what the boy will eat next? And then that in itself, you can spike the prompts to help people become more creative if they're not creative. The thing is, in the end, everyone will generate a short story between them. You imagine good moderation would be important there? Yes, absolutely. Because that would be a necessity, obviously. Otherwise, you can go privacy. You just make everything non-public. So that's another approach. The idea is that there's so much more to do. It takes like, I've been working on something like this for several years now. Like ever since like I stopped working on my, like ever since I completed my thesis, I thought about like legalities and logistics. However, there's also vetting. You can vet for moderation. The wonderful thing is, I absolutely love like Wordle, the idea of Wordle, the idea of word with friends, connection. I forgot what the draw together application is. The idea is we have to continue to encourage. The bottom line is to encourage that there's a bridge for creation, a bridge for human to human, even if it's asynchronous or something, to encourage the idea that it is habitual to want to create things together. And I think Wanikani's forum, not so much HanziHero's forum, but like perusing the language learning, people already do that quite a lot, but they do it in a way that is not necessarily encouraged to interact with each other beyond being like detached advisors. So one of the most successful and consistent thing that is still pretty much free are things that are asynchronously creating together or comparing together. But even then, Wordle is a disjointed thing. Wordle is your own thing and another person's thing. But if we take what I understand about the Twitch community and like various creators that I really enjoy about YouTube, collaborative asynchronous exchange contributing to the creation of something that's mutual is timeless. The creators that I like, about 14 of them, they've been around for 15 plus years, and the way their community interacts, even asynchronously, has not waned, and it has resisted so many of the trends that I find a bit disagreeable and alarming, which is the idea that humans don't treat each other like humans anymore in various things. They treat them as numbers, as vehicles, and transactional. So we can leverage that in order to make them organically or naturally want to work with each other. Because the moment you try to create a story with each other, right? You write a sentence, you would start to see the other person or the people you're paired up as people, as collaborators. You're no longer looking at what they have to offer to you, but you're just kind of looking forward to what kind of sentence they're going to add to your story, right? Like you can pair up and you can decide how you filter, how you moderate, and the moderation is going to be built into the matchmaking system. So when you say good moderation, it's self-moderated as well as moderated upon publication. So like when you go into this like matchmaking system, it'll be like, oh, okay, I want only PG-13, and I only want people that are JLPT, JLPT 1 to 3, or hey, you know what? Let's just get someone who thinks they're JLPT 1. I don't care if I'm JLPT 3. Whatever sentence they write, I will try to understand it so I can write my next sentence. And then obviously, you release the API and you can make it sure that it is compatible with all the popular plugins that people can sentence mine on their own, like Yomitan and whatnot. You can place it on top because it will be a web interface. So the idea is, even if someone is JLPT3, they can decide for themselves, I want JLPT1 partner. They get lined, and then that's, yeah. So anyways, lots of things to talk about in the future. Maybe we'll see it realized in 5 years. You know? That's probably like a slight やってみましょうか? I mean, shall we give it a try? What do you mean by shall we give it a try? Oh, you mean like creating the task on its own? Let's see. ある日 one day, イケメンやつがいたがいた. There is some kind of man, maybe handsome man? Okay. 公園に行く. You know, 公園に行く. 後でハイキングする, I suppose. Something like that. And then you take your time and you go back and forth, right? And it's not going to be necessarily graded. I don't think we're going to do like the thing where you're supposed to be graded on their accuracy, or not necessarily like the idea of accuracy, but trying to encourage each other to self-correct, or then look at trying to proofread each other's things, right? So the idea is you go and be self-encouraging, right? Baka de ai yama o nobotta. I climbed a mountain, or he climbed a mountain. Maybe like like 風 let's see, like 風が強かった. 山は綺麗だ。綺麗かった。how do you say? その山は、綺麗だった。綺麗だった。だった。All right. Anyways, it was nice exchanging. Where I'm gonna head out now because it's getting late. We'll come back after 8 hours and try to catch up on stuff. But thanks for the humor. Thanks for the humor. Yeah, 楽しい。楽しい。I hope. I mean, obviously, if someone made this already, we gotta find out if someone made it already. That would be kind of cool. I would totally play the game. Like, we would come together, right? James, Drama, like the three of us would be sufficient to like go back and forth creating stuff. I would, if I had to do anything, I would probably describe the scenery the whole time. Okay. And eating, probably. All right. So that is a wrap for today. If you're gonna watch this later, right? 谢谢. As always, feel free to follow along, pick up HanziHero for yourself, give it a go. You're always welcome to come on by, Yap, Exchange. Yeah. はい。おやすみなさい。That's got it. お疲れ様. I'm not sure if you're gonna go to bed. Obviously, you seem like you're in another time frame, so have a good time, right? お元気で. Take care, stay safe. So until next time, 大家下次见, right? 感谢观看. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.